You're looking live at a shot of all 22 Fantasy Field here in Nashville, Tennessee, as the 1-0 Nashville Temple gets set to take the field in their own stadium for the first time as they play host to the 0-2 Los Angeles Lakers. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Alan Nordrup, and joining me as always, Rick Nordrup.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Nashville.
Alongside statisticians Dwayne Schindler and Joshua Durr, we welcome you to the opening game of the Saturday evening block here in Week 3 of the Simulation Football League 23rd season. Rick, Nashville's opening game versus DC, they were able to pull the surprising upset 17-10. They're back in action after a bye week. What do you think they worked on in their time off?
Well, Colin, I'm guessing the Nashville Brain Trust has been working to create more explosive plays, right? And opportunities for the offense. They only gained 57 combined yards and 57 carries between their three primary ball carriers against DC in Week 1. So I'm looking to see if they have a more productive time rushing the football this evening, Colin.
Going to flip side for LA, Rick. They've opened the season with 2 straight losses. They lost their home opener 24-10 versus Louisiana, had a 1-point loss the week before that. As the kickoff is underway, and it goes out the back of the end zone. So, given all those things, what must LA do in order to secure a positive outcome?
Regarding LA, they've had difficulty generating an effective ground game as well. They average 75 yards per game on the ground coming in. Other things were trending in the right direction with 108 combined yards between the three primary ball carriers just last week. Real problem for them has been their pass defense, I think, Colin. They allowed 241 yards and 2 touchdowns last week to Tommy, Utah. So look for Nashville to possibly take advantage.
All right, so the first play of the game will be a Jalen Wells handoff up the middle, and he's carrying people past the first down marker at up 30. And let's introduce you to that Nashville defense starting up front with defensive ends numbers 52 and 68. 52 is Josh Fuentes, and R.C. Puff is number 68. The linebacking core is number 57, J. Mart inside. Outside back is number 45, Tika Clay. Number 51, Dylan Bamsteller. Number 92, Jeff Gagne. Secondary is a loaded one. We'll get to it after this play as Slowly Richardson drops back to throw. Completes the first pass of the game to Chris Lee for a pickup of 7. Corners are Xavier Rowe the third, 21, Tanner. Number 20. Number 21 is Tanner Hendricks. Chris Delro, number 23. Kristosh, number 24. Bentley Bonner, number 35. Havo Ramsey, Danny Carmichael, and King Bradshaw are the strong safeties as Wells gets his second carry already to set up a 3rd and 1.
Almost picked up another first down there, Colin, too. Looking good so far here in the early sledding.
All right. The Los Angeles offense is led by Sully Richardson in his 8th season with the team. The running backs in the backfield, Jalen Wells has already introduced himself. Darius Aniquez, number 20, is the other back, and they're joined by the fullback, number 47, Dan Curtis. There's Jack Flash, one of the tight ends in motion to the top of the picture. Here to give up the middle, and Aniquez gets close to the 50 for a first down, and the Lycans are on the move.
I think Nashville was pretty comfortable with their defensive set as they didn't really shadow the man in motion, Jack Flash, and they still got gashed up the middle.
Here we have a 1st and 10 as Los Angeles goes to work. They got 3 wide receivers on the pattern. They'll toss this out to Dan Curtis, the fullback. Nice stiff arm at Curtis. Rumbles out of bounds a few yards past the sticks for a first down.
That was an impressive stiff arm, was it not, Colin? Right there. Get to the ground, buddy. I'm taking this for the first down.
Wide receivers are offensive captains number 82, LZ Pryor, and number 88, Chris Lee, as well as number 89, Shea Carroll. Tight end room for the Lycans features Jack Flash, who we already mentioned, and number 49, newcomer Jacob Farmer. Offensive line, Orrin Wells, number 59, and Bob Westoka, number 65.
You got your first incomplete there of the game, Colin.
Pass intended for Jack Flash is no good. 2nd and 10. 7:52 to go in the opening quarter. First drive of the ballgame.
That last one, I will mention the Rick Meters here tonight, and this team with their NASA-issued slide rules coming off that big game in Houston. ready to keep you informed and ahead of the game.
Here's Wells, gets another carry, only picks up one. He's been fed the ball plenty of times already. That's his third carry. He's up to 13 yards. So we have a 3rd and 9.
I want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat, including Guy Clausen.
Sully Richardson, deep pass is knocked away on the play by number 32, King Bradshaw. Prior to the intended receiver, and just like that, Los Angeles will be forced to punt. As Richardson is already 1 for 3 in the passing punt. This punt will be fielded and brought back to only the 19 by Banfield. Monty Wide on the tackle.
Strange they didn't call for a fair catch. There were like 5 lichens kind of haloed around him, waiting to clobber him once he caught the ball, which they did.
Switch Thumper leads the Nashville offense. The quarterback, number 1, he's one of 2 offensive captains on the team. We'll get to the other one here shortly. Joining Thumper in the backfield are running back Sean Sanders, number 26, and number 22, Easton King, as well as fullback number 30, Jake Ballman. Thumper back to throw, fires on a slant cut across the middle, and there's one of his wide receivers, a good friend of ours, number 17, Guy Clausen.
Clausen, yeah, in the chat and on the field.
Just a little post in front of the corner man there, able to easily pass his defender.
I understand there was a little hiccup with the sound. You know why? Because sometimes you guys, we're just too awesome for the guys. They mute us for a moment or two, so you can handle it.
And the first handoff of the game picks up 5 yards to Ballmer. Other wide receivers joining Clausen in the receiving room are Kenny Hendricks, number 15, Joe Beasley, number 16, Ryan Davis, number 18, the other offensive captain, number 84, Jeff Banfield, and the tight end group. Be ready, there's 4 of them. Number 44, Jim Copeland Jr., number 80, Jimmy Wentz, and number 87, James Walters, and number 88, Jimmy Foster.
4, ding, 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 ding.
The offensive line consists of 2 rookies and tackle number 63, Amy Wheeler, and number 73, guard Al Freeman.
Nice.
3rd and 5 for Nashville already. They do have a rookie punter on the roster, Tommy Powers, number 19, but they don't want to use him on the first drive of the game.
No, certainly not. Obviously, the name of the game is to put points in the board and keep this thing going. They need 5 yards to do it.
And they get there. Sanders, only 5'7", wiggles his way toward the first down.
Worms his way.
Oh, and LA is challenging immediately, so let's take a retroactive look at the play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console on the go at Retroid.com, and Rick,
yes,
the hood is almost never wrong.
Looks like he got it. I mean, his knee went down, but I think the ball was across the plane when his knee touched. There's that guy Clausen in the foreground. Get out of the way, can't see.
Well, the referee says the call on the field is overturned. LA is not charged with timeout, and Coach Richardson is very happy about that.
And he should be. He stole one from Nashville.
So the young man Powers, number 19, will come on the field for the punt. I wouldn't be surprised if they had to fake on. There's Easton King lined up in the up-back spot. Former wide receiver. Converted over to tailback. And now Powers will boot it away instead. That drive was so quick, Rick, we didn't even get to the LA defense. Which is okay, as the ball will end up in the end zone for a touchback. Ball comes out to the 20.
They'll be back on the field at some point, so you can clean that up, Mr. Play-by-Play man.
5:40 to go, 1st and 10, Los Angeles. They have the ball on their own 20, and Guy Clausen is wondering what the heck is going on with the refs.
You're not alone. Every game, the refs are making half the fans upset.
Richardson throws for Pryor, but it was at his feet, incomplete. 2nd down coming up. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simfl.net. Click the join community button and begin your career, or just meet the stories of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to be involved. Richardson play action to Curtis down the middle. Ooh, that was real dangerous looking for the lead, but instead Delro knocks it away.
Beautiful time to call that play action, Colin. They've had a couple of really good runs up the middle, and it's good coverage there. There wasn't much room to throw that thing in there, and done by the back end of Nashville.
Empty backfield, 5 wide for Los Angeles. 3 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Richardson back to throw as a clean pocket, fires as Chris Lee this time for the first down as they approach the 40.
I'd like to see that again, maybe. Let's hope we get another look at it. Here we do. He's like running, just like looks back at the last second. Keeps going. Hits another stride.
Bonner with the tackle there. Rowe, one of several DC Dragons to come over to help form the Nashville squad. James Walters and Danny Carmichael are in the ownership group. They did a really good job putting this team together as the throw is incomplete. Looking for Flash, his second target, unable to come up with that.
Well, the good folks at Jack's Data have, say, Nashville giving 10.5 points, which is a big number, and the over-under is 45.5. Let's see. Let's see. Los Angeles' offense is looking okay so far.
Their 2 losses have been by a combined margin of 15 points. Week 1 was a 1-point loss. Week 2 was a 14-point margin. So
they're competitive.
High formation, 3rd and 5, 3 wide receivers, Flash in the slot, lined up as the 3rd wide. Richardson back to throw, fires underneath, and a catch is made by the veteran Shea Carroll for a first down, Los Angeles.
And there you see a little bit of Richardson's talent. He pops that right in there, right on time, in the catchable area.
Right in front of Chris Stosh. Bradshaw there to clean it out, but not before a first down is reached. Putbacks for Los Angeles. Under center's Richardson. There they come with a blitz. Oh, what a catch by Chris Lee! And that nets him a first down.
Yeah, the blitz beater, the linebacker was up showing blitz and then got into coverage. Just got owned. Inside leverage. Boom.
That's already his 4th grab. He's up to 39 yards, long of 16. 5 targets, efficient day for him so far. Richardson has kept it clean. So far in the early going, he's now 5 of 10. Turns, gives to Jalen Wells, and the former Eastern headhunter picks up 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Really like the variety and the play calling mix, the offensive play mix that the Lycans have going right now, Colin. Let's see if that continues to pay dividends as they approach. Wait, the Zona Rosa.
There they go, 2 tight ends with 1 out wide for 3 total. And Niquez gets the ball, and he's snowed under the backfield by 2 defenders.
Nashville was ready for that one.
Tigger Clay and Jeff Gagne clean it up. They're combined TFL. It's 3rd and 5. We're approaching under 3 minutes to go here in the opening stanza. No score. Los Angeles on the move. Back to throws, Rich fires. Complete to Carroll for another first down. Just short of the 20. And Richardson again, Rick, comes up clutch on 3rd down.
Yeah, look at that. And just a nice route concept there too, or nice route execution. Yes, there were 3 defenders there, and they got them all strung out in a line, and nobody could make a play on that ball.
Chris Lee is the leading wide receiver for Los Angeles, coming in at 169 yards and just 11 receptions. Already, LA's putting an emphasis on the pass game as Curtis goes in motion. Set. Back to throw, Richardson, tipped away by Kustash, and it could have been intercepted.
That was a little bit of anybody's ball right there for a hot second. I actually thought that was going to be complete for a first down. Brings up 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Then Bradshaw was in the area too as LA lines up his split backs. Lee in motion. And Stosh following him directly, so that's a covered read for the quarterback. Turns, gives to Wells up the middle, and Jalen Wells able to find a small crease. Will make it 3rd and 7.
Yeah, Nashville's stiffening up there a little bit in the middle. Good time to do it here in the red zone.
They do have a rookie kicker in John Smith, number 9. Should they not pick up the first down? Richardson throws to the end zone, tipped away, incomplete.
Oh my goodness.
Beautiful blanket coverage. Bentley Bonner says, no touchdown for you.
No for you.
And John Smith on for the field goal attempts for Los Angeles.
So the first points of the ball game here.
This is going to be a 33-yarder. He's 2 of 2 with a long of 37. Through 2 weeks of play, and the rookie splits the sticks to put LA in front. 7-3.
Like that drive, nice looking drive. Rick Meter has made note of that. We'll see how Nashville responds on their offensive set here, Colin, but I think we're going to have a Rick Meter lead.
The return by Beasley gets up to the 37, so take advantage of the short edge kick, and the tempo will come back on the field for possession number 2. Switch Thumper under center with a single back behind him. That is Balmer and 2 tight ends. 1 receiver either side. Now he motions one of those tight ends. That's Copeland Jr. Here's to get the Balmer up the middle, and they'll give him a yard. That's generous as the tackle's made by one of the defensive captains for Los Angeles. Number 54, Greg Ward, the outside linebacker. He's joined by Rogan Spraw. And the inside linebacker is number 42, Tazzy Blackwell.
Well, they're loading up the box there for Los Angeles.
Thumper back to throw. Fires over the middle. Catch made. That's Copeland Jr. for a first down. Up front for Los Angeles.
Copeland Jr. gets behind everybody. Lucky for Los Angeles. They didn't get the number of the guy who made the tackle right there, 23. Able to prevent that from being an even larger gain.
That's Ben Charves, the free agent acquisition at strong safety from Mexico City. Number 23 in their program. Monty Wyatt is back there. Free safety along with Rochelle Colston, Mike Scott, Devontae Moore, the corners. And those big guys up front doing the work, so allow linebackers like Squirrel to make the tackle the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, little stuffing up the middle are the Nashvillians. Ooh, how about that?
Ooh, interesting. Alex Perez and Ace Blackwell are the defensive ends. Spell and Lane, Nick Brunner, and Gary Marks are the defensive tackles. Thumper throws, it's intercepted! Intercepted on the run back. That is Charves, and the former Aztec returns it to the Nashville 44.
Oh, yeah, 2 great plays back to back. Probably a touchdown saving tackle on that pass play, and here he reaches up, plucks it out of the sky.
So Thumper, who didn't throw an interception in their week 1 win over DC, was so efficient with 2 touchdown passes, has his first interception of the season, and Los Angeles is in business. High formation for the Lycans. Richardson back to throw. He dumps it out to Wells. Wells will make a little something out of it. Picks up 3 yards, 2nd and 7. There's the coach on the sideline. He's very happy. What just transpired with his defense is Richardson They got a field goal on their last drive, Rick, and they're looking for more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to get to the end of the first quarter.
We've played one quarter already, and it's 3-0. Los Angeles in front of Nashville. You're watching the SFL on YouTube.
And we're going to get our first read from the Rick Meter. Rick Meter being kind of aggressive coming off that awesome game at the convention. Going to go advantage Los Angeles. Advantage Los Angeles. This first read is brought to you by NASA Slide. Get yourself a NASA Slide. Brought to you by the people who put a man on the moon with a Commodore 64.
Curtis catches the pass underneath out of the backfield, so they go run heavy and cross him up as Chris Stosh has to make the tackle, but not before a first down is made once again by Los Angeles.
Yeah, this is, don't forget, it'll be interesting to see the first half time of possession still in this one. Los Angeles is just hanging on to the ball most of the first quarter.
Gagne in a tackle after Wells picks up 2. He ran over Pop, but didn't get much further after that. 2nd and 8. They go heavy again, they'll throw out of it. And he finally has a catch, Jack Flash. It's for a short game, but J. Mart is injured.
Oh no.
The inside linebacker was all-world player with the Alamo City Artillery 1 year ago. Is down on the earth, and that's not good for Nashville.
Walking off under his own power. We'll get a health report on him later.
3rd and 5 are coming for Los Angeles.
The Lakers have 2 different plays. They could go up the middle for a pretty good yardage, or just an intermediate throw.
Throw over the middle, and it's lead for the first. Carroll for the first down, rather, as he eye points the ball.
Carroll with the big 1980s style shoulder pads there he's got on.
Los Angeles was 4 for 6 for first down in that opening quarter, and they start 1 for 1 in this quarter. Outstanding 3rd down efficiency as they have another first down. Just short of 20. Richardson going on the slant. It's knocked away. Incomplete. And now we have an offensive lineman down for LA. They're starting to drop like flies, perhaps.
Adam Timmerman, 63. And that's not good, losing a starting lineman from your offense, Colin.
That's one of those guys they pay peanuts, not dollars. Second and 10. 4 wide for Los Angeles. Shadow creep across the field. Richardson back to throw. Fires, backs out. Ooh, almost intercepted. Almost. Tanner Hendricks got his mitts on that one, but couldn't bring it down.
It's interesting. 2 pass plays here. And the running game have been kind of effective.
They go trips to the bottom on 3rd and 10. Richardson back to throw. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Chris Lee.
All kinds of time there, Colin. Who needs the starting guard when you got a backup guard that can do very well on his own? Tucker better gooder.
Just a post on the inside, and Lee has his 2nd receiving touchdown of the season.
And you see the value of Richardson there, right? 32 for Nashville was right there, and it just he zips the ball in just ahead of the fingertips of the enemy.
The extra point is up and good by Smith. And that was an 8-play, 43-yard drive off the interception. And that man, Chris Lee, scored the touchdown. As Justin Reside likes to note, it's the best crossing of the plane. The plane has been spotted.
Exactly, her name of the chase. Wants everybody to know zip plane.
Kickoff down to the 10. Up the middle is Banfield.
Oh.
Plus the 40 to the 50. He's to the outside into LA territory at the 30. Stuffed it down at the Los Angeles 22. My goodness.
The funny thing about that, Colin, is he was huffing and puffing and not running very fast, but he gets all the way down to the 20.
Well, marking down at the 22, and oh my goodness, we almost had a house call.
Look at that. Get the 0-2 on the sideline and a spin move at the end to boot.
First and 10 at the 22. 8:25 to go in the quarter. Nashville already down 2 scores. Remember, they were installed as 10.5-point favorites coming in, and they're already down by 10, so they got to do something about this deficit.
Now, they are in field goal range, so obviously we'll be careful with the ball.
Thumper threw an interception on their last play. Has to have a short-term memory. He's back to throw this time. Has to move out of the pocket. Fires underneath, and it's knocked away from Hendricks. And taking a look at the numbers, Rick, it's all Los Angeles.
Yeah, and that was just great coverage by Los Angeles on that play. Even with the rollout, you can't break anybody free. It has to have sort of an emergency bailout throw.
Second and 10 out of the I. 3 wide, 2 to the bottom. Thump over the middle. The Bulmer out of the backfield on a little quick flare route. Picks up 6 yards, setting up a 3rd and 4 for the tempo.
That was nifty. I like that.
3rd and 4, crossing under 8 minutes to go. Come out with split backs, 3 wide this time. And they'll run on 3rd down, and ooh, they got real close. They'll be stopped a yard short. Blackwell, Tazzy Blackwell, that is, leads the tacklers on Sanders.
Well, I guess they'll take the points here.
There's Victor Ironlag, special teams captain. Spent time previously with what was the Seattle Nemesis. Oh, he sneaks it right down the middle.
And it sneaks it right down the middle. It looked like it was going right. Came back.
So they're able to use Banfield's big return. Only move forward 8 yards, but they still get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Like I said, they're down 7.
7:33. Off the clock is Ironleg's kickoff goes to Shake Arrow from about the 3, returns it up to the 31. It'll be 1st and 10 Los Angeles.
Can you clean up any introductions on offense or defense? I lost track. If you'd got through everybody.
I think we did get through everyone.
I
think we did get through everyone.
All right. Well.
I formation, Richardson. Quick pass over the middle, one-handed catch by Chris Lee. He's just showing off and being ridiculous now. And I think that warrants a nice hands catch of the game. Brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid NL in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K23.
You know, Chris Lee's going to be running his mouth. Having to bail out Richardson with those offline throws with his sticky hand.
So Clay makes an immediate tackle on Wells. Loss of a few. Set up a 3rd and 7. They line up with 5 wide under center. Pryor in motion.
We're going to get a mismatch here on the bottom side of the field cone.
Now they extend the bunch out even wider. Richardson back to throw. Has to run out of the pocket a little bit. Throw backside. Catch made. How did he do it? Chris Lee. He's just all world.
He's having himself a night. Of course, the Nashville faithful
there were
are
2
calling
people
for
in the area.
A stick-em check. Chris Lee.
As Richardson sets them up deep in tempo territory. the 45. Richardson, trying to scramble, but RC Puff says, sit down, please, and tackles him for a loss of 3 yards.
Yeah, very timely sack. And, the guard just let him go there. Was that Bentley?
That was RC Puff.
RC Puff? No, that on the Los Angeles guard.
Yes, you're right. That was Bentley.
Yeah.
The backup because the other guy got hurt.
Yep. So there's a tangible.
Here's Lee again sticking out his extendo arm to make that grab and set up 3rd and 6.
Hey, he's not Chris Lee, he's Dick Lee.
And just like that, he's up over 100 yards. He's at 103. 3rd and 6, they go spread out a little bit and 5 wide again. Throw Richardson. Oh, it's incomplete, but then the flag. All everything. Yep, it's defensive pass interference, and just when they thought Nashville got off the field,
they got to get back on.
The ref has other ideas. Tanner Hendricks called for the defensive pass interference, and just like that, LA set up in the 1st and goal on the Nashville 7.
Well, last thing you want to do is give a team new life in the red zone.
They go split backs with 1 receiver out. 3 total tight ends. 2 on the line, 1 out wide. Here's the throw to Curtis on the backfield. Breaks the tackle, but is unable to advance close to the end zone.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's functionally, a little dive up the middle, a couple 2-3 yard gain. It's nifty because they had a bunch formation, tight formation. Through out of it. Spread them out, but Nashville is still right in the line.
Here to go, I formation, 2 tight ends, 2nd man through is Wells, and Wells burrows down to about the 2, setting up 3rd and goal. There's the head coach for the Tempo on the sideline. Pacing nervously about. James Walters, head coach. The defensive coordinator. His defense trying to get off the field. Dan Curtis doesn't get in the end zone. He's close though. Bamsell brought him down just shy.
Wow. Thought that was actually going to be a score.
This is going to be an 18-yard field goal attempt by Smith. No more than an extra point. That spot kick is good.
So they swap field goals here, Colin. Second quarter.
9 plays, 68 yards to drive. LA gets another 3 points out of it, and the lead's back up to 10. 4:04 to go in the 1st half.
Nashville needs to get their offensive together and manufacture a touchdown.
And remember, they kicked off to start the ball game, so they get the ball first coming out of the locker room to start the 3rd quarter. Beasley returns it up to the 38. Good to see Mike Daggs in the chat. If people thought a goal line stop was made on the previous play, but the Hall of Fame broadcast director says it was just outside the 2.
Just a bit outside.
Oh, but Cam comes back to say if the tackle was made inside the 2, it counts.
Oh, a little disagreement among the brass heads.
Thumper throws. It's incomplete. Looking for Ryan Davis. That's his first target of the ball game. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Thumper, he was so efficient 2 weeks ago against DC. 2 touchdowns, no picks, just over 100 yards at 109. And so far today, Rick E's been a bit rattled for 637 yards and a pick. And that pass is knocked away by Blackwell. They're trying to go kick over the middle. So much traffic in the neighborhood.
Shout out to the guys in the stats truck.
Joshua Durr and Dwayne Schindler keeping track of the facts and figures. Boy, there was so much congestion in that area that reminded me of being in Chicago downtown.
That's right. Something we saw firsthand just a week ago.
3rd and 10. 4 wide, sprint out to the right by Thumper. Oh, and they'll get the benefit of a PI flag this time to Nashville. Let's see who it's on. DBs were playing maybe a little too sticky as the interference is called for on Devontae Moore, the corner, 3rd-year man, 6'2", 221 pounds.
DB's getting a little handsy with the offense.
Clock stopped at 3:50 to go. It's a spot foul, so that moves the ball on the side LA territory just short of the 45. Thumper back to throw, dumps it off to Bummer, and he'll only pick up a yard. Blackwell immediately on the combo tackle.
They'd used that play a couple times, at least one other time, with some success there. Not much.
2nd year in the majors for Thumper. He's a longtime SFL player and finally gets his opportunity to be QB1. Happy for the guy. Sean Sanders picks up 2 yards. He's the man who made the IT. Ben Charbs brings him down to set up 3rd and 7.
And Los Angeles happy to give up, a couple yards on every play. Beats the 3rd and long.
Well, again, they go 4 wide with the back offset. I believe it's Easton King back there. Thumper rolls the other way this time. Fire down the field. And it's just a bit too long for Beasley, the former Jacksonville King.
Yeah, maybe a little too much adrenaline there by Thumper. It was a nice sprint out, lots of time, sets his feet, just airmails the thing over the head of everybody.
Powers set to punt it away. Kid's got a decent leg for a rookie. This is going to take a bounce. Just short of the 20. Ooh. Looks like they're going to mark it out of bounds at about the 22 or 21.
Good punt. They did not want to give the ball back to Los Angeles.
2:49 left, off 3 timeouts left for the Lycans. Interesting defensive deployment. They got Ghanaian lined up. They got 4 down linemen, 1 linebacker, that's Clay. And the guys outside is Flash goes in. Can't tell whether that's Ghanaian 2-point stance. It doesn't matter though, as Aniquez gets stopped by Clay after only a pickup of 1.
Yeah, exactly right. Trying to catch them maybe. Guessing, but Nashville, as we noticed, had noted earlier in the first quarter, giving up those runs up the middle. Nashville is figuring that out.
Here they go up the middle again this time with Wells, and he's stopped. To set up a 3rd and 5 as the clock ticks ever closer to the 2-minute warning.
Fans of Denver should stop. Who made the trip with us and is in the booth here tonight.
Thank you for giving him sufficient exercise so he's nice and calm as Richardson calmly delivers that as to Pryor for the 1st down just before the 2-minute warning. And Richardson, he's been on a heater today, Rick. Up to 165.
That's nuts.
He reached the 2-minute warning. Los Angeles in firm control and on the move.
With the Rick meter doing advantage, sitting at an advantage, Los Angeles right now. I don't really call the Rick meter team. Still feeling comfortable with that.
Turn, give up the middle. The Wells, he's stopped in the backfield for a loss of 1. They were all over him. It's like everybody on the defense is like, meet me at the running back, and they all jumped on.
Yeah, now maybe they're still trying that out because it had been working.
Richardson throws down the middle, tipped into double coverage. That was Stosh there, number 24.
Wow, both teams trying to throw some haymakers here. Big play attempts by Lycans coming up big on D.
3rd and 11. 2 by 2 with 5 wide in total. Pryor in motion to the top of the screen. Nobody behind Sully. Nashville sends 4, and the pass complete, but it'll be short of the stick. Stosh with a nice hit.
Yep. Everybody for Nashville, keeping the receivers in front of them, steps up and knocks him down.
Boy, I haven't seen a knockdown that vigorous since we went bowling.
Not sure that took landed. We could hear a pin drop.
And Los Angeles is milking this play clock all the way down to 3. They snap it. And it's away. And the Tempo get the stop. They'll have all 3 timeouts. Banfield with a nice return up the sideline, get knocked out of bounds at the 30.
Really got mangled down right as he caught the ball. Breaks free at that point.
Here's the second look, Rick. Right there on the
You had him and then you lost him.
Backup tailback, unable to make the tackle on special teams. Sets the tempo
He
up.
won't be playing on special teams much longer.
6 of 11 is Thumper for 55 yards and a pick.
If they want to run that play clock down as low as they can, increase the difficulty of the task for Nashville.
Split backs, and Tempo will start with a run, and Sanders pops off his best run in a while, and immediately they go to the timeout well with 39 seconds. So they pop a big one on the inside handoff, Rick. I haven't been able to say that much today, especially for Sanders.
Yeah, I agree.
14 yards on 4 carries. Throw underneath the Jim Copeland Jr., the tight end, trying to get out of bounds, but ultimately could not.
Could not. And how much progress did they give him?
I think they gave him enough for the first down. We shall see.
Those last season stats.
There's a good look at Jumper. He put up huge numbers in the SFL. And before that, he was with Madison as a throw over the head of everybody.
There's another one airmailed over anybody and everybody. Interesting.
That was the real no throw, man. And he was living in his no throw land.
He's a real no throw man. I see what you did there.
2nd and 10. Clock stopped at 30. Bumper back to throw. Underneath the Banfield, and it's incomplete. The coverage has been sticky. That's Mike Scott for Los Angeles.
Yeah, just got his hand out in front, knocked it away.
Just like that, it's certain.
Textbook coverage there.
Here's Thumper. Under center. You've seen this look before. Do they run the sprint out? Yes, they do. They run it to the left side this time. Backside throw! Catch made by Guy Clausen on the shoot tops. And he gets out of bounds just ahead of the sticks.
Quite a time for Guy Clausen to show off here. Picks up the first down and stops the clock as he sachets out of bounds.
22 seconds left. They still have the timeout in their back pocket, but they have to be careful. See what they call it here. They line up in the offset eye.
This play or the next play has got to get him in the field.
Get to Sanders. That's not the greatest execution there. Only picks up 3 yards, and they had to burn their final timeout.
No. Los Angeles is happy about that.
Trying to pop a big one, and crowd. You can tell it took a little bit out of the stadium after the exciting conversion.
Exactly.
Well, they go 3 wide. Single back is Sanders. Right thump. Takes the snap. Twitch. Fires down the field. Tipped in the air. Incomplete.
Another textbook DB play. Just stay tight. Get your hand in the way as the ball's arriving.
3rd and 7. Clock stopped at 14 seconds left. You gotta be smart here. They line up in a bunch for the first time in the game.
Linebacker on one of those guys. Oh, they're going to run, Colin. Oh, my goodness.
They tried to pop a run, and that's not going to be helpful. Not enough time to get them.
I just said, be lucky to get another playoff. This will not happen.
The field goal unit on the field, and that's the end of the first half. 14 to 13 to 3 on score.
That was ugly. Friends and family of Nashville Temple may want to work their eyes on that last 3 plays. That's good. What the heck happened here in the first half, Colin?
Well, what do the numbers tell us? And so far, the numbers tell us that Sully Richardson has been really good. Jalen Wells has been limited, but that man, Chris Lee, has been otherworldly defense and interception.
Very timely plays.
Thumper struggled surprisingly. Sanders as well. Clausen has 2 grabs for 27 yards. Defense has a sack, but ultimately they find themselves trailing by 10. No surprise. Player of the half is Chris Lee. Let's take a quick halftime break presented by Brakes GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
It's an Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Welcome back to Nashville, Tennessee. Breaking the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Brakes GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Brakes GPT offers you a shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join our community collectors at our Brakes GPT Facebook page. Lock in your shot on hitting a humongous headline on our website, brakesgpt.com. Rick, as you look at the stats, it pretty much tells the story.
It pretty much does, yeah. Total yards, passing yards, rushing yards, yards per play, first downs, all advantage Lycans. Much to the surprise of the Jacks data geeks.
Offset I, 3 wide. There's Guy Clausen in motion, Nashville's leading receiver in the first half of play. They'll give to Sean Sanders, and Sanders has room up the middle, but Monty Wyatt, the Lycans' leading interceptor with 1 on the year, makes the tackle to be 2nd and 7. Wyatt is also a defensive captain for this squad. And they'll give off to the backup running back, number 34 there. It's Jeremy Johnson, the backup fullback. Sets up a 3rd and 4. As Sanders is back in.
Not only a little fullback glove, a little backup fullback glove.
Hendricks, Beasley, the man rushing to the bottom of the screen. Thumper back to throw. Fires. In and out of the ends of Oakland Jr. And Charbs makes the play, and that is a killer.
How many great pass near completions and great pass breakups have the Lycans secondary put together just in the last. Crazy.
You look at Thumper's numbers. His last 10, he's 4 of 10 for only 37 yards. And that punt lands beautifully out of bounds inside the 5 by the rookie Powers.
Oh.
Way to go, young man.
Exactly. Second really nice punt by that young man.
They'll mark him out of bounds at the 4. That's where Los Angeles will take over.
There's the Lycans.
In a position they're not used to. They tried with a run to Wells. He's immediately tackled by all sorts of people.
Tackled by committee.
It's 2nd and 11. Torrance Marshall in for the injured Jay Mark on the stop. He went out early first quarter. Give up the middle of Wells. Gains some back play on the stop, and it's 3rd and 9. Could be really huge for the tempo if they stop him right here in this area.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, punting from your own end zone is never a good idea.
Richardson under center, 5 wide. Line shifts a little bit. Richardson surveys the situation, snaps the ball in the end zone. Throw incomplete. Chris Lenient into the receiver. Xavier Rowe the third. He stuck to his man that time. And just like that, Los Angeles will be forced to punt.
Wow. All this was created by that excellent punt by the rookie punter for Nashville, Colin. Pinning him back there, limiting their play options, play calling options.
Here's the punter. He's practically standing on the inline. Doesn't have a lot of room to get his leg into this one, but still managed to get away. Nashville will get excellent field position at the Los Angeles 34.
Wow, just outside of field goal range. That's a great turn of events for Nashville. And Nashvilleans.
It was Tanner Hendricks on the stop. My apologies, not Xavier Rowe the third. I believe Guy Clausen has been in the league 8 years. He's never been selected to an All-Star team. This is the year that happens for him. Sanders gets stopped in the backfield for the Los Angeles.
Such a quality player too, and played really well for Motor City. Was a key piece of that offensive attack. Wishing him well here in Nashville.
2nd and 11. Tempo really need to take advantage of this premium field position. That's a good play over the middle. Jeff Banfield, his first catch in the ball game. He had a big return to set up their only points. And he makes the nice catch here on the slant.
Premium field position, I like that.
Oh, we haven't even had a vocab of the day.
I know, we haven't. It's kind of lame, right? I can work on that. Pace from Richard Wordpower, that's the key. Not only to scoring well on standardized tests, but in life.
Quick pop throw over the middle, tipped in the air by Tessie Blackwell, incomplete. The co-GMs, Chris Delro and Guy Clausen, who recently got promoted to GM, along with co-owner Danny Carmichael, did a really good job putting this roster together for an expansion team. As Thumper throws, got him
Nice.
open, touchdown Joe Beasley!
You know, I think Thumper saw him going to be able to potentially be able to get open, and we saw him take that secondary drop right here. Yeah, he knew he just needed to have a little bit more time to be able to deliver that thing.
And deliver it, he did. Beasley, who didn't have any receptions in their ball game a week ago, hauls in his first touchdown of the year. And that was a 22-yard passing touchdown to cap a quick 4-play, 33-yard drive that took less than a minute to score.
Let's go back and integrate a few of the things that we've seen here, Colin. We saw Nashville offense couldn't get going, and then they had a punt. And rookie punter put Los Angeles in the 4-yard line. They couldn't go anywhere. They had to punt out of the back of the end zone. Doesn't go very far. Excellent field position. A few plays later, bingo, bango. It's 13-10. All set up, in my opinion.
I think I hear something in my earpiece, and that's the sound of the Rick Leader staff, perhaps nervously scribbling down new information. Let's go to camera for gameplay.
Thank you, guys. Chicago, Arizona. Watch this play. Best play of the season, perhaps. Watch Everett Garrison on this interception with the diving play. Chicago's offense still struggling, and Arizona leads 14-0 in the first half. Back to you in Nashville.
That is a sweet play. That's cool. I like the picture-in-picture there, too.
As we got a first down, and Iquez is involved in that one. Former wide receiver turned tailback this offseason. Richardson intercepted Chris Dosh. Oh my goodness, I think he grabbed it out of the air with one hand. We're going to have another look. And who says DBs can't catch? Just showing this play right here.
I'm busy watching the cheerleaders. There we go.
There's Dosh. Ooh, with the one hand indeed.
Yeah,
My
hey,
eyes
Chris,
did not deceive me.
Chris Lee, did you see that? Whoop. I got I got Stickum too. Jeez.
5:51 to go in the third. A crazy sequence of events there. Los Angeles turns it over, and Nashville gets the ball 1st and 10 on their Lycan side of the 50 at the 45.
Already in plus territory. And you may be right, Colin. I believe the work meter staff is furiously. Whoa! Sec time.
Oh, it is indeed. Flying through there was big number 54, Greg Ward on the blitz. His big fellas in front of him occupied all the blockers, and there was Mr. Ward to bring down Thumper for a short loss.
Yeah, the Rick Meter staff is opening up their emergency packs of Pop-Tarts and breaking out another case of Mountain Dew, because it looks like they've got some work to do.
It's a loss of 2 on the sack, 2nd and 12. Thumper back to throw, fires. Ooh, just a bit too far out in front. Incomplete setup, 3rd and 12. Coach Walters obviously looking very, very happy with how his ball club is playing.
We already know coaches are going to work with Thumper a little bit on his touch in practice this week. It's like the 74th and a half pass that he's just zipped over the heads of everybody.
Thumper back to throw. Under rush, he gets it away to Beasley. His 2nd catch, and that's clutch on 3rd down. And the bench is excited about that one, Rick, as Thumper finds Beasley once again. Looks like Monty Wyatt went for the interception rather than the swat.
Yeah, well, he got beat, I think, and was just trying to do anything he could, right?
We have a 1st and 10. Thumper's back to throw. Fires. He's got Banfield on the slant. It'll be 1st and goal.
Suddenly, Thumper's looking like an all-pro here, buddy. Let's go.
And the big guy is loving that play as Banfield makes his 2nd grab. Once again, picking on Mike Scott, the corner.
Hey, you know, Chris Delro wanted to know about Pop-Tarts and the Rick Meter. We'll get to that after the conclusion of this possession by Nashville.
There you see the numbers for Thumper. 10 of 21, 134 touchdown and a pick. But he's been on a bit of a tear as of late. Here's the get to Sanders. He bumps it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nashville. And just like that, the Tempo had the lead.
Oh my goodness. A couple scores within X number of seconds.
Look at the block by Jimmy Wentz, throwing himself around so that his running back can look good. What a play. And here's the extra point by Victor Ironleg to make it a 4-point game. So 5 plays, 46 yards, following the interception and a touchdown in the end zone for points.
And you're right, Colin. Rick Meter and the NASA issued slide rules that were picked up in Houston are now going back to neutral. Rick Meter's back to neutral. Congratulations, Nashville, for outplaying Los Angeles here in the last 5 minutes and pulling the Rick Meter back to neutral.
It's a 6-yard touchdown to give Nashville the lead, 17-13. If you're Los Angeles, you got to be suffering from not only whiplash, but self.
Oh, there's that delay, that little handoff. I don't know what you call that. They tried to run on the goal line last possession. Got nowhere. They had to pick up 6 this time. So Pop-Tarts in the Rick game, right? So there's actually a split on the staff. About half like a frosted Pop-Tart and about half like plain. Interested on how the people in the chat, what their preferences might be. I personally like a plain one. Colin, what about you?
I'm more of a frosted kind of guy.
Frosted guy, yeah. Exactly. It doesn't, you know, one or the other, they're both good, right? Some people get really angry about their type and mad at the people who don't like their type.
Richardson fires underneath. That's Jack Flash wide open, and a big tight end rumbles ahead for a first down as Nashville simply lost track of him.
But they all go good with Mountain Dew, so you can't argue with that.
And no fancy flavors for those guys. Just original Mountain Dew.
Yeah, original. Yep. Right, original Mountain Dew, and we didn't talk about that catch. I guess we're supposed to. Right? That's the task at hand for us. We're thrown behind him, had to turn around and bend down to actually corral that, and then able to get back down the field.
Richardson pop pass over the middle of Pryor. But no, that's Chris Lee rather. 6 yards on the gain, 2nd and 4. Oh, we got some comments as far as Pop-Tarts preferences.
Dags apparently hates Pop-Tarts, but wants to have a frosty.
And Los Angeles fullback Dan Curtis has sprinkled Pop-Tarts during the break.
Yeah, I mean, if we go to Dags, Pop-Tarts? Maybe they got a house brand.
Yeah, all regional grocery store chains have a house brand. Let's find out. 3rd and inches, less than a chest hair away. And first down marker just short of the 50. They're gonna sneak it. No, Marshall with the stop, and the backup linebacker replacing Jay Mark makes a huge stop to set up a 4th and 1.
Yeah, that was too bad that couldn't pick that up.
Oh, Rochelle Colston with toaster strudel.
Toaster strudel, yeah. Can't go wrong with that. That's an excellent choice. Excellent snack choice.
Dag says there are other tasty foods that he'd find first before Pop.
Well, of course, yeah. Pop-Tarts is the choice of introverted nerds the world over.
1st and 10 on the 28, back on the field. Switch thumper gives to Sean Sanders and a touchdown. His last drive. No, that's Bulmer. They'll say he picked up one. It'll be 2nd and 9. Darius Iniquez says toaster strudel strawberry or blueberry. It was childhood.
I saw that. Is that who that Darius? That's Iggy Pop there?
Yeah.
Another Michigan favorite, right? Kellogg's, Tracy, Michigan. Iggy Pop from out of Detroit. That music scene along with Alice Cooper.
3rd and 4. Ted Nugent.
They were all gigging around. MC5. They were all gigging around at the same time.
3rd and 4, offset eye, 1 receiver out in the pattern. That's Clausen. Now they motion him over. Not one guy follows him, but now Mike Scott picked him up. Here they'll run with the backup fullback, and he's tackled just short by Monty Wyatt. So they go to the backup fullback, and he stopped just an inch shy. Do they dare call the fake?
Nah.
Powers, he's been really good punting the ball. He got all of this one.
Man.
Over 4 seconds of hang time for the rookie, and he earns it up to the 21. Let's welcome in Jimmy Foster to the chat. Jay Carroll turns it up to the LA.
Oh, they got a gem in that rookie punter, don't they, Colin?
I think they do. I know normally rookies of the year go to guys on offense and defense, but if they were special teams, if he keeps up this performance, I know it's early in the year. Keep an eye out for Powers. As the pass is deflected away incomplete.
Yeah, my crazy Bob Seger story is, Colin, you were up at a camp in northern Michigan, and we went to pick you up, and at the end of camp, the kids put on a show or whatever. Some parents are sitting in some bleachers and stands, and I was sitting there, and people come and sit next to me, don't pay much attention to it. Then I look, and it's Seger. We had a kid at the camp with Colin.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard this story.
Hey, bro. How's it going?
As we approach the end of the third quarter, put your 12s, 4s, 86s, 68s, 93s up in chat, folks. 17-13 our score. Nashville in front. You're watching the SFL on YouTube.
The of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Nice job, Chris Curtis. Thank you very much.
Hall of Fame announcer Chris Curtis, one of the first.
Celebrities, it's some game in the future. I'll tell you about running in the future list. On an island in the middle.
Richardson shrugs off a sack, almost completed a pass, but not quite. It's incomplete. Fourth down upcoming. Sully Richardson, he started out hot, Rick, but as you see, his last 10 passes, his last 3 in particular, have left a little to be desired.
Well, he got him in the end zone with his possession, but can't get him going,
All right. How many likes do we have on the video so far? It's not enough. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you got notifications on so you don't miss a minute of SFL or SFL in action. And help the channel grow through your support.
Yes? Is that it?
Yes, that was it.
That was it.
Nashville takes over on their own 42, first and 10, 9:45. Just underway in the fourth quarter.
They try that little quarterback turnaround handoff play. What do you call that? You answer it.
I think that's an inside some handoff, I think.
Think so?
I'm going to have to ask my more jargony friends.
More jargony. It's been a while since you actually had to build a offensive playbook, hasn't it?
Yeah, things are way different these days, that's for sure, as this pass
Back in my day.
over the head of the tight end. One of 4 Nashville has on their roster.
Is that when you had to scratch
Jimmy
it?
Foster.
You used to have to scratch it out on a notepad and then fax it over to Cam at SFL headquarters.
No, we had Word doc.
Sent him over there. Gave him to the Pony Express rider.
As Thumper hit as he throws, but completes it to Banfield. That was a quacking duck coming out of Thumper's hand, but Banfield nestled it in his arms and picks up the first down.
That was one of the uglier throws you might want to see this season.
We have first and 10, clock under 9 minutes. Sanders with Balmer in the backfield. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Copeland Jr. down to the bottom. They run that side with Sanders, and he only picks up a yard, but the clock continues to turn down. Michelle Colston in on the tackle. As Mike Dagg says that, referring to that pass, he says it's a Matt Wilson special right there. Hashtag 12 forever.
Nice salute.
Here's the throw. Thumper complete.
He heard me. They had a nice touch on that. And it didn't zip at 100 miles an hour over the head.
And at that time, it was hauled in by Jimmy Foster. So they have Jim Jimmy, and another Jimmy.
And Jimmy, and Jimmy. His other
And
brother, Jim.
a James.
And a James. Jimmy, Jimmy, James. Jimmy, James. That was back when I was growing up in Butcher Holler. One of our neighbors was coincidentally named Jimmy James.
As Ballmer gets his best carry in a while, picks up 6 as that clock continues to grind down, Rick. I tell you that rush game hasn't been effective in terms of gaining yards, but it is effective in terms of grinding the clock.
Yes, it is. They got the lead in the ball here in the fourth quarter. One of the indications as to whether or not you should win. Of course, the Rick meter says we're still in neutral, but Nashville's trying to have something to say about that.
Wow, 8 offensive players with at least 1 catch today. As Johnson comes in, and he picks up the first down. He redeems himself the last time he got the ball, and he picks up the first down.
Nicely done.
Split backs, 1 receiver each side. Switch Thumper seems to have settled in a bit of a groove after he had his struggles early. Sanders tackled just past the line of scrimmage by Spraw. It'll be 2nd and 9, and that clock continues to tick inexorably forward. As we take a look at the passing total yards, Nashville has completely dominated this script.
Wow, yeah, flipped it. So, inexorably, there's your vocabulary word.
There's a touchdown to Jim Copeland Jr. for Switch Thumper. His first passing touchdown of the day, so now they have won by land, 1 by air, and a couple of field goals. And a field.
Very nice. Just in the nick of time, the Nashville offensive attack is showing up here to press its advantage. And pending this PAT, they may be in a position to cover that prodigious 10.5-point spread.
That's his second 22-yard touchdown pass achieved in his last 10 attempts. He had 1 of 6 yards and 2 of 22 yards, so that's 3 for him today for 113. My goodness.
Well, this just in from the Rick meter staff. Rick meter staff is now going advantage Nashville. Advantage Nashville. Congratulations, pulling it back from advantage Los Angeles to neutral and now to their advantage. 6:34 to go. Nashville will call on their defense to preserve that Rick meter reading.
1st and 10 at the 29. Mike Daggs just as shocked as I was reading that graphic about the last 10 passing attempts. 3 touchdowns were embedded in there through the air after having 2 in week 1. As Wells picks up 6 yards. Week 3 continues tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern in Minnesota, where the legend will try and slow down the 2-0 undefeated 2-0 Baltimore, plus Vancouver, Canton, Queen City, DC, and Bossier City, Denver. It's another doubleheader Sunday right here on SFL YouTube. As Aniquez will make it a little bit shorter. He gained a yard there, setting up a 3rd and 3. And I admire them as sticking for the run game. But at some point, you gotta put it up in the air. Put it up in a hurry and being down by a couple of scores. Richardson turns, gives, Wells doesn't get there. They stop him at the line. Tika Clay with yet another tackle. And boy, howdy, this guy has been way busy today in this ball game. That's his 10th tackle on the day. He's won about 10 solo. 10 solo. Banfield calls the fair catch at the 24. Agree with J.W. Harshorn in the chat. I'm glad to see him get a chance at QB1. He paid all of his dues for those years in minors. Had the privilege of calling some of his games
Yep.
early in his minor league career. And here he is having success at the major league level. You love to see.
I agree with all that.
First and 10 at the 24. Thumper back to throw. Clean pocket. Fires. Guy Clausen climbs the ladder and makes the catch as he continues to help his team glide down the field.
And that's your classic possession receiver right there late in the game. Needing to keep the drive alive, possess the ball.
16 of 28 for 201 unofficially with 3 touchdowns and a pick. Quarterback rating just over 102.5. They're giving a draw play to Sanders.
Sanders, nice run, but a little lack of vision right there. Could have made a cut and probably would still be running at this point.
You got 5'7", 220. And I tell you what, he doesn't run like he's 220. He runs like someone in the 240 neighborhood.
240, a little heavier?
Yeah.
A little bit of a load.
Yeah, he definitely brings it. As does this guy, Jay Ballmer. Sets up 3rd and 4.
He bulldozes his way for a couple. Goes over the guy for good measure. Can't breathe.
6'3", 260. You want to talk about a load. That's a mini tight end lined up in the backfield.
An actual tight end in the backfield.
Yeah, depending on your interpretation.
Sprint out.
Thumper down the field, tipped away. We've seen him try a lot today. That was a different variation off the play action.
Threw it the wrong place. Now he ran the wrong route. A little bit of a dust up there as they exit the field.
With 3:49 to go, LA will get another shot at it. Would like to see him push the ball down the field, but kept it on the ground for some reason last time.
Yep. The good news, if you're Nashville, you've got an 11-point lead, so that is 2 scores. Either 2 touchdowns or a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Yeah, you've got a little luxury here on defense. Let's see if they can, Los Angeles can do it here.
They line up here on 1st and 10 out of the empty. Nobody behind Richardson. Surveys the defense. Corners come up a little bit. Now they send Chris Lee in motion. Play clock at 7. Now they go bunch to the top side of that. As back to throw Richardson. It goes out of bunch. And Hines, guess who? Chris Lee, the man he sent in motion.
I guess all that eye candy was worth it.
11 grabs for 132 yards for Lee. Here's Pryor on another grab. Steps out of bounds after a pickup at 9.
Gotta get nitpicky, but I think he could probably have gotten the first down. He might have had a little contact and may not have gotten out of bounds. But
2nd and 1. Tight end on the field on a wing alignment. Here's Richardson back to throw. Fires. Complete to Pryor again. Just past the 50. Again, they continue to press go on the gas pedal. Richardson fires underneath. This is Wells on the backfield. And Wells falls forward for a pickup of 7.
I tell you, Colin, it's nice to see a team in the hurry up when they're supposed to be doing hurry. How many times we've seen teams not have a sense of urgency.
Here's Hendricks, knocks it away to set up a 3rd and 3 with 3:01 to go in the ball. James Walters, your team has been playing really well in the second half of play here. Up 24-13 after being down a little bit in the first half.
Yeah, 21 unanswered points.
Richardson throws topside, it's intercepted, and returning it the other way is Tika Clay, and Clay's gonna outrun everybody to 30, to the 20, to the 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown Nashville.
Oh my! That's gonna probably take care of business for Nashville. Look at that.
The linebacker and Cumberton tight end down the field, and Clay who spent time with the Minnesota Legend before Jacksonville takes it all the way.
Right, a big old 59 doesn't have a chance. Lugging all that weight with him downfield. Wow. Well, this just in from the Rick meter. It's going book it. They're jumping from advantage past probable to book it now for Nashville. 49 to go.
They can use their discretion if they so choose, and that big six showed them a lot.
Yeah.
As it's now 31 to 13.
Interestingly, we're still 31-13, so it's 44 points. We're still in the under. Still in the under. Look at me, puberty just hit.
Oh boy.
Well, if you're Los Angeles, this thing got away from you. We're playing well, especially in that first quarter. And just couldn't keep it up.
Carroll on the return gets tackled at the 24 for Los Angeles. They're staring at a big deficit, but they can still make it respectable on the scoreboard in the end. We'll see what happens.
It's cold comfort, but Los Angeles needs to focus on this drive and execute and give themselves something to build on for practice this week and heading into next week's game. Of course, never say never. I mean,
we've seen crazy things. You're right.
It's a 3-score game now. 2:45 in Los Angeles. I don't think has 20 points in the books in the second half. Is that right?
Yeah, that would appear to be correct. As the lead, the intended receiver pass ball is incomplete. Upcoming schedule for both these teams. Sunday, August 4th, we'll take on Carolina back in the City of Angels before traveling out east to Lexington, Kentucky to take on the Miners. Week 5 before 6 weeks. Nashville has a road trip at Indianapolis, then at Florida the following week after that before hosting us right here in this very stadium.
Ooh, there you go.
As that first down is made, Sully Richardson completed 24, but he's run it 41 times and has 2 interceptions, approaching 250 yards, probably over that with that last pickup of 9, trying to get as many plays as possible before the 2-minute warning.
Right. Us meaning the Motor City V8s?
Yes. Jack Flash tried to catch the ball, but Chris Stosh, who already has an interception, has other ideas and said no.
I said no. I have another idea. I have a different idea. Let's go.
Clock stop 2:17, 3rd and 1. So a couple of divisional games coming up in the next few weeks for the Lycans. After they play Motor City in week 6, they have Carolina in week 7. Richardson down the middle, catch me, Jack Flash this time. Well done. Let's see if they can get one more play out before the 2-minute warning. Everybody gets sacked. Richardson on the sprint out. Will throw, tipped in the air, away, and look who it is. I believe that's J. Marp.
J. Marp, back in business.
And the clock exactly stopped at 2:02, so they'll get one more play out still before the 2-minute warning. Richardson, quick drop. Slant over the middle. It's intercepted. And back now. It's Delro. Chris Delro. His second pick 6 for his team.
Oh my gosh. Oh golly. Whoa, Nelly.
Oh, and look, jumped into the stands.
He gets a leap, a fan leap. Unbelievable. That's just nuts. Oh, it was right to the receiver who bobbled it. Just grabs it out of the air. Next stop, end zone. Wow.
2 pick 6s in this quarter, 3 interceptions in total, and the 2-minute warning will come at 1:51 to go in the game, thanks to that run back. Remember, they trailed 13-3 in this ball game. They've outscored them 35-0 since.
Yes, it's
Just banana.
friends and family of Los Angeles like it. Avert their gaze. Oh my. That's hard.
And for Chris Delro, that ball I think is going on the mantle. He's been in the pros for 3 league years now total. Spent his first 2 with Carolina. That's his first pro interception. It's Carroll on the return. He's got to be thinking it's Groundhog Day like Bill Murray. Because he returns it up to the 31. Because he must be thinking, geez, didn't I just do this?
Right. Our defense hasn't even been on the field, and I'm doing this again? That's the fact, Jack.
So ball on the LA 31.
Santos staring at a 25-point deficit.
Throw in the middle.
Now 3 timeouts. There's the first one.
Largest margin of defeat in franchise history for the Lycans. It's all the way back when they were still, I believe, in Chicago. And they lost to the then Alaska Star 59-7. That's all the way back in season 12. Richardson fires underneath, catch made by Lee, falling forward and timeout used.
Mark Lopez took a nap and wakes up and it's 35 points later for Nashville.
Our esteemed commissioner and executive producer filling everybody in. And they missed the crazy scoring action. And Mr. Lopez says, that will do it.
Yeah, there we go.
Richardson throws again at the feet of his receiver, incomplete. You know, Chris Lee has had an outstanding individual game, but once again, the Los Angeles rushing attack, which was trending in the right direction a week ago, the 2 halfbacks have averaged combined 4.7 yards a carry. That's about 2 point and change per carry. Between the two and all that.
You know what's kind of scary about this for the rest of the league is to watch Nashville, uncork 3 touchdowns in 10 pass attempts and then back-to-back pick sixes, right? It's like, holy smoke, don't turn around or don't blink because they're going to start blowing you out, right? I mean, that's got to be a little scary for
any team.
The D coordinators, around the league, about facing them in the future.
And the scarier thing is, it's only week 2 as Richardson's pass once again deflected. Tegan Clay, who had the pick 6, puts his big paws up in the air and says, And the clock stops at 120. They'll go for it. Of course. A little 5-wide bunch to the bottom. Richardson, back to throw, complete to Jack Flash. Ooh, he was carrying Bradshaw down past the 20, just short of the 15. Here's pass attempt number 54, Richardson, incomplete, looking for Lee.
Stops the clock at 105.
Exactly 65 seconds left if you want to be protected. All white uniforms for LA with blue helmets. All green uniforms for Nashville with green helmets. And yellow socks. Very fashionable look today for both of them. Richardson throws. Double coverage knocked away and complete.
Yeah, very tight.
What's an LA player doing on the Nashville sideline?
What was that? Yeah, I'm glad you noticed that too. I was like, what is happening?
I tell you, there's been funny occurrences this ball game, and that might have just taken it.
The random Nashville player on the LA sideline.
The random LA player on the Nashville
Right,
sideline.
yeah, vice versa.
A backfield.
Yeah,
Richardson
it did look
throws.
like
End zone touchdown, Shea Carroll.
There we go. 58 seconds left. Get one of the scores they need.
And for Carroll, that is his second receiving touchdown of the year. And for Sully Richardson, who has 2 today with 2 coming in, that makes it 4 in the year. The extra point by John Smith. 58 seconds left to make it 38-20 is up and good.
Of course, at this point in the ball game with the score means the always exciting onside kick will be on offer.
9 plays, 68-yard drive there. And the touchdown. Rookie trying the onside kick against the Nashville Ants team. Ball bounces around and the tempo got it. Richardson, you see his numbers. 33 of 57, 382, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, quarterback rating of 68 even.
LA out of timeouts. They'll just kneel this thing out, Colin.
Well, it's good to get back in the saddle after convention week. It's always special.
That's right.
We missed all of you folks. So we hope you learned something today, in addition to having a little fun. Rich Stumper will kneel this out first. There's a good difference between the play clock and the game clock. It's a beautiful stadium, beautiful brand, logo, identity.
Yeah, first time for us, right?
Yes,
In
indeed.
this one? Yeah.
Indeed.
Nice facility. Appreciate the hospitality, Southern hospitality.
Got to try some good hot chicken.
So many Northerners in Nashville now. Is it actually a northern city? I don't know. Oh, did I just say that?
Kneel down. And that'll do it for this ball game. Nashville down 13-3 and at half scores 35 straight points before allowing a late touchdown to Los Angeles to make it 38-20. Coaches shake at midfield. And that's the end of the game. Rick, your
Yes.
thoughts?
Yeah, well, I thought Los Angeles was playing really well in the first quarter and started to lose it in the second quarter, and just got hammered in the second half, Colin.
LA gained more first downs than Nashville, but you scroll through the stats, the average field position. Look at that. Nashville taking advantage of really good special teams play. 21 of their 38 points on the turnovers and 2 interceptions returned for points.
Yep, and I think that excellent punt that pinned LA on the 4-yard line was the start of the turnaround. Really, that's when Nashville started scoring and got more confidence.
Chris Lee, 14 grabs, 168 yards, officially the lead all team. Tika Clay, 10 tackles and 1 assist for 11 total. Just a ridiculous game, plus that pick six, couple of sacks, couple of returns by Delro and Clay. 400 yards of offense for Los Angeles in the losing effort. For all of us in the Simulation Football League, our statisticians Joshua Durr and Dwayne Schindler. I'm Colin Northup. This has been Rick Northup.
Yo.
With Denver to Service Talk. Thank you all and good night.